Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Star Bazaar. Today I'm bringing you a tips and tricks video, something I haven't done in quite a while. Lately I've been covering a lot of Battlefront 2 news and updates, but with the recent addition of new content, I think these kinds of videos may be a more frequent thing. Let me know in a comment if you guys would like to see more of these types of tips and tricks videos, or if you prefer the discussions and news videos instead. If you're new to the Bazaar and you're looking for news updates, gameplay videos, or just great Battlefront 2 content, I hope you consider becoming a subscriber and joining us on the Battlefront. Our new heroes though, Obi-Wan Kenobi and General Grievous, have brought so much life into Battlefront 2, and I'm having an all-out blast with both of them. I do see a lot of players voicing that it can be a real challenge to get those heroes first though, especially if you're trying to practice with them or level them up. Since only one of each hero can be out at any time, some of the newer players may have a hard time getting the chance to play as them. Today's video is all about battle points, and I'll be going over some of the more general playstyle tips that I use to help me get heroes, and I hope you find some value in at least one of them. These tips have helped me consistently get Obi-Wan and General Grievous first before my entire team, sometimes without even getting a single kill. So, if you're interested, let's check it out. So, probably the single best tip I can give anybody trying to get battle points quickly is to play the objective. PTFO, fam. There is no better way to rake in the points than playing the objective. Sounds simple on paper, but in execution you have to be kind of smart about it. Let's take it from the top. The way I go about getting battle points starts well before the match itself does. First thing I do is look at what map I'm playing and which side I'm on, because this way I can plan ahead and know exactly what I'm going to try to do before I even do it. Let's look at Naboo as an example because everyone loves that map and I think can relate to it. Let's assume we get placed on the side of the Republic and we're playing as clones. Well, the nature of Galactic Assault on Naboo is that it starts with the clones trying to stop an MTT. The MTT is the objective and that should be your main focus, so if I'm on the clone side, the first thing I'm doing is running over to one of those ion disruptors, picking it up and firing on the objective. Picking the disruptor up will give you 200 points by itself, and successfully getting the shot off is another 500. That's 700 easy points. Normally when I pick the disruptor up, I have to fight off a few droids, so what I do is pick it up, switch back to my main weapon, beat the droids, then fire the disruptor. It's best to have your team backing you up here since you can very easily get swarmed by enemies, but if you're successful, you can score an easy 1500 to 2000 points in a single life by doing this. Even more if you're using the heavy class. My new favorite combo is to equip the ion torpedo to your heavy, get that disruptor shot off on the MTT, and then follow up with the torpedoes. Each torpedo hit will get you around 150 battle points, and you'll be getting points for both damaging the target and playing the objective. Do this twice and you can have around 6,000 battle points without having to kill a single enemy. It's very powerful, and even more so when you have the Bounty Hunter star card equipped. In fact, that's my second general tip. Just have that card on all of your classes if you're trying to earn points. It nets you a 20% bonus at epic level, which really adds up if you're a dedicated objective player. Now, let's flip the sides. Let's say you're the droids on Naboo. You don't have an MTT to destroy, but you do have clones to stop. As the droids, all you can do is kill clones, but defeating the ones holding disruptors will net you far more points than clones who aren't. It's considered playing the objective, so those should always be your main targets. Whenever you're the droids, just look for the objective markers on the HUD and you'll find the clones trying to pick them up. If the objective is out in the open and someone is going for it, it can actually be smart sometimes to give that player just an extra second to pick it up, then defeat them. The fact they were holding the disruptor will give you the extra objective points you wouldn't have gotten otherwise. I've been using Naboo as an example for this tip, but you can very easily apply this tip to any of the maps that involve a walker or MTT that one side has to stop. Namely, Hoth, Endor, Naboo, Kashyyyk, Crate, and even to a certain extent Geonosis, though there are no ion disruptors on that map. The next tip I'm going to recommend is to assume the role of the tank buster. What do I mean? I mean slaying vehicles, baby. One of the most irritating things that can happen to you after getting a hero is getting mowed over by some tank or getting strafed by a cowardly starfighter player. Well, I developed a taste for revenge after that happened one too many times to me, and I was pleasantly surprised to see it get me a lot of battle points. Let's break it down. There are two classes that are amazing at taking down vehicles, the Heavy and the Specialist. Let's look at the Heavy first because his targets should vary from the snipers, though they can easily do each other's roles. The Heavy excels at taking out enemy starfighters who are intent on strafe runs in Galactic Assault. The previously mentioned ion torpedo can take out most starfighters that are not bombers, and if you can successfully defeat one, you will be rewarded with a mass amount of battle points. You get points for damaging the target with each hit, and when defeating them, you get a player elimination and vehicle destruction bonus. Each vehicle kill gets you over 1,000 points, so do that a few times and you got yourself a hero. The specialists are the true tank busters though, as the armor class vehicle is their favorite target. The NT with Disruptor Shot absolutely wrecks vehicles, and if you can get them in their soft spots, you can take them down fairly quickly. AT-STs have a weak spot in the back, same with AAT droid tanks, and speeders usually go down with 1 or 2 shots. Geonosis is also the new best map for this playstyle, as there is no shortage of vehicles to take out and lots of open room for you to have some sniping fun. If you are playing on Geonosis as the droids, bust out the NT and bust some walkers. Your battle point count will thank me later. The last tip I have for you actually kind of pains me to say because it's not my playstyle, and I just got done telling you to take these guys out, but play vehicles more. Vehicles are capable of dishing out immense damage, and even if you don't finish off your target, the points you get from the damage output should at least cover the cost of playing as one. The artillery class, such as the LAAT gunship and the AT-AT walkers, are great for farming points since you can easily survey the battlefront and pick off easy targets. A well-placed orbital strike is also very satisfying. So, before wrapping up, let's review these tips real quick. Play the objective, have Bounty Hunter equipped, take out more vehicles, and play as vehicles more often. This is by no means a definitive list, and there are many ways to get points in Battlefront 2. The officer still reigns supreme in this department, even after the Geonosis update, but hopefully these tips help you level the playing field a bit and help you get the hero you want before anyone else on your team does. Drop a comment and let me know what you think about these tips, and if you have any tips of your own, feel free to help your fellow player out by sharing in a comment. I appreciate you all stopping by the bazaar. This has been your boy, Turkish Delight, and I will see you all out on the battlefront. Peace. Tequilas, margaritas, got me chilling with the divas and all of the spicy senoritas. They be dancing on the table, oh so graceful, delight angels, got them spun like ballerinas. If woman not from Venus, take me to the zenith, I'm a phoenix with the Turkish.